Okay, good morning, students. In exercise 10.4, we covered the first problem. So, in exercise 10.4, the other problems, the second problem, find a unit vector. Find a unit vector. Unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar, where a bar equal to 3i plus 2j plus 2k, b bar equal to I plus 2j minus 2k. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar, where a bar and b bar is. So for this, let p bar is, the vector p bar is a bar plus b bar. Okay, let us consider the capital letter. Let p bar is a bar plus b bar. Here a bar plus b bar is, on adding these two vectors we get 4i plus 4j 0k. Of course, there is no k term here, and so I am taking 0k. And let us consider q bar as a bar minus b bar. Subtracting b bar from a bar, we get 3i minus I, 2i. 2j minus 2j, 0j. 2k minus of minus plus 2k, hence we get 4k. So that is 2i plus 4k itself. This is 4i plus 4j itself. These are the vectors a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar. Now you have to find a unit vector perpendicular to both p bar and q bar. That means a bar plus b bar and a bar minus b bar. Now perpendicular vector. Perpendicular vector to p bar and q bar is equal to p bar cross q. The vector which is perpendicular to both p bar and q bar may be considered as p bar cross q bar. That implies this is obtained by ijk, determinant of ijk. The components of p bar are 4, 4, 0. Components of q bar are 2, 0, 4. Evaluation of this p bar cross q bar, 16i. This is 16 minus 0, so that minus 16j. This is 0 minus 8k. Now perpendicular vector to p bar and q bar is p bar cross q bar. So unit vector in the direction of this perpendicular vector. Unit vector perpendicular to both p bar and q bar is given by p bar cross q bar by its magnitude. The unit vector along any vector. This is a vector. The unit vector in the direction of that vector is obtained by that vector by its magnitude. So that is 16i minus 16j minus 8k by its magnitude. By its magnitude. That is 8 into 2i minus 2j minus k by taking 8 common here, 8 into modulus of 2i minus 2j minus k itself. You can remove 2 here, 8 here, so that the magnitude of the vector is 4 plus 1 under root. So root 9, that is 1 by 3. 2i minus 2j minus k itself. The required unit vector is 1 by 3 of 2i minus 2j minus k. This is important point of the problem. Any vector perpendicular to the given two vectors is obtained by their cross product. Here we are in need of unit vector in the direction. Unit vector perpendicular to each of the vectors. Hence, I am taking unit vector in the direction of P and Q. This is one important question. Next one. Third problem. If a unit vector A bar makes angles pi by 3 with I, pi by 4 with j cap, and an acute angle theta, with k cap. Then find theta and hence the components of A bar. And hence components of A bar. If a unit vector A bar makes angles pi by 3 with I, pi by 4 with j, and an acute angle theta with k, then find theta and hence components of A bar. The vector A bar is making pi by 4 angle with I, the unit vector along x-axis. Hence, the vector is making pi by 3 angle with x-axis. Pi by 4 angle with j means pi by 4 angle with y-axis. So, A bar makes the angle between A bar and I is pi by 3, implies A bar makes pi by 3 angle with OX bar, and A bar makes pi by 4 angle, means A bar makes pi by 4 angle with OY bar, this, and A bar k is given theta, implies A bar makes theta angle with OZ. Therefore, unit vector along A bar may be written as direction cosines of the vector, direction DCs of A bar are cos pi by 3, cos pi by 4 and cos theta itself. Cos pi by 3, cos pi by 3 of cos pi by 4, 1 by root, and cos theta. Direction cosines of the vector A bar are given by cos pi by 3, cos pi by 4 and cos theta itself. But cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. Whenever cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are direction where cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are DCs. This is already known to us. Therefore, 1 by 2 square plus 1 by root 2 square plus 1 by cos square theta equal to 1. This is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus cos square theta equal to 1. Cos square theta takes the value 1 minus 3 by 4, that is 1 by 4. Cos theta takes the value plus or minus 1 by 10. Since theta is an acute angle, where theta is acute here, this is an acute angle. So therefore, cos theta takes the value only 1 by 2, since theta is acute, 0 to pi by 2. Therefore, theta takes the value pi by 3. Actually, theta may be pi by 3 or 2 pi by 3, but theta is here acute, specified in the problem. So hence I will take only theta as 60 degrees. Hence the vector A bar is making 60 degrees angle with K. Hence find components of A bar. The components of A bar are therefore A bar. I will write A bar as A bar by modulus of A bar. Unit vector along. The vector is given by the 1 by 2 I plus 1 by root 2 j plus this is cos theta 1 by 2 k. Okay. The unit vector along A bar in terms of the direction cosines is cos alpha I plus cos beta j plus cos gamma k. So the components are 1, 1. Of course, this is 1 root 2 1. You can write it as like this, I plus root 2 j plus k itself. The components are 1 root 2 1 or drs. Therefore, components of A bar or may be taken as drs. Drs means 1 root 2 1. Otherwise, you can take 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 also. That is unit vector in the direction of A bar. Unit vector in the direction of A bar. So, A bar may be taken in proportional to that of direction ratios 1 root 2 1. With the help of direction ratios, just I am calculating unit vector along A bar. Okay. Next, fourth problem. Show that A bar minus B bar cross A bar plus B bar equal to twice to that of A bar cross B bar. Show that A bar minus B bar cross A bar plus B bar. This is one vector, this is one more vector. Cross product of these two vectors is twice to that of A bar cross B bar. This is depends on just cross product follows distributivity. cross product follows distributive law. Based on that, we have to follow the distributive law between these two. That is A bar minus B bar cross A bar here plus A bar minus B bar. I am assuming this one as full vector and a vector. This cross product is distributed to these two vectors. Now again apply distributive law. This is right distributive law, whereas this is left distributive law. Right and left distributive laws follows in case of cross product. So hence A bar cross A bar itself minus B cross A. You have to maintain the order. B cross A. Here B multiplier is B, post multiplier is A. Similarly here A cross B. Maintain that order only while taking the distributive law of cross product. Maintain the order. So A cross A 0 bar, because cross product of same vectors is 0 bar. This is plus. I am interchanging these two. Once you are interchanging these two, this minus changes to plus. So A bar cross B bar. Again A bar plus B bar. This is 0. Okay. Hence A bar plus cross B bar plus A bar cross B bar. These two are similar vectors. Twice to that of A bar cross B bar. This is 0 and this is 0. Cross product of same vectors is 0. Again interchanging the vectors involved in the cross product, the sign of the vector changes. So it becomes plus here. Hence LHS equal to RHS. Next one. Fifth problem. Find lambda and mu if 2i plus 6j plus 27k cross I plus lambda j plus mu k is 0 bar. Find lambda and mu if the cross product is 0 bar. Let us suppose here let P bar is 2i plus 6j plus 27k. Q bar, the other vector is I plus lambda j mu k. Let us suppose the two given vectors is P bar and Q bar. Given here P bar cross Q bar is 0 bar. The cross product of two vectors is given as 0 bar. Cross product of two vectors is 0 bar implies and implied P bar is perpendicular to Q bar. Sorry, cross product, since it is cross products, parallel. P bar is parallel to Q bar. Once P cross Q is 0, either P0 or Q0, otherwise P is parallel vector to Q bar. Once they are parallel vectors, one can be written as a scalar multiple of the other. Therefore, P bar equal to some constant into, the constant may be x is a real here, some x into 2i, Q bar, where x being a real number. P bar equal to some constant into Q bar. The constant may be here taken as small p or any constant that you can have, where x belongs to R, be a scalar here. Certainly there exists a scalar x such that P bar equal to some x into Q bar once P is parallel to Q bar. Therefore 2i plus 6j plus 27k equal to x into I plus lambda j plus mu k. Comparing these two, clearly x takes the value 2 from comparing I components, and lambda x takes the value 6, implies lambda equal to 6 by x, that is 3. Moreover, comparing k terms, 27 equal to mu x, so mu x equal to 27, so mu takes the value 27 by 2 itself. Hence lambda equal to 3 and mu equal to 27 by 2. Okay. The main point of this problem is, once p cross q is 0, p bar is parallel to q bar. These two are parallel vectors here. So once they are parallel vectors, one vector may be written as scalar multiple of the other. That is the concept, important concept here. Otherwise, take the cross product of these two by determinant form and equating each I, j, k components to 0, then only you get lambda and mu. That is one more procedure. Straight away find the cross product with the help of the determinant, making the determinant 0 bar, that is I, j, k 2, 6, 27, 1 lambda mu is 0 bar here. So equating I, j, k components to 0, you get lambda and mu values. That is one more procedure here. Okay. You can evaluate any procedure. Next one. Sixth problem. Given that A bar dot B bar is 0 and A bar cross B bar is 0 bar, what can we conclude? What can we conclude about the vectors A bar and B bar? About the vectors A bar and B bar. Given that A bar dot B bar is 0, the dot product of two vectors is 0. Similarly, cross product of the same vectors is 0 bar. Then what we can conclude about the vectors A bar and B bar? This is a simple logical question. A bar dot B bar is 0 implies A bar dot B bar is 0 implies either A bar 0 bar or B bar 0 bar, or A bar is perpendicular to B bar. Any one of these follows. And similarly, A bar cross B bar equal to 0 bar implies any one of the vectors is 0, B bar is 0, or A bar may be parallel to B bar. Both the relations follows. That means A bar dot B bar is 0 and A bar cross B bar is 0 bar. Follows whenever common property follows. The vector A bar is perpendicular to B bar as well as parallel to B bar is not possible. once it is possible only whenever A bar is 0 bar. Similarly, B bar is 0 bar. So, A bar perpendicular to B bar and A bar parallel to B bar follows only if A bar is 0 bar or B bar is 0 bar. Any one of the vectors is 0, it follows. That means we can conclude that any one of the vectors involved in the given relations is 0 vector. Because 0 vector is perpendicular to any vector, again parallel to that vector also. So, 0 bar is the vector which is perpendicular as well as parallel to any vector. Hence, either A bar is 0 or B bar is 0 follows. That we can conclude any one of the vectors, either A or B, is 0 here. Then only the two relations follows to us. Next one. Seventh problem. Let the vectors A bar comma B bar comma C bar be given as A1i plus A2j plus A3k, comma B1i plus B2j plus B3k, comma C1i plus C2j plus C3k. Then show that A bar cross B bar plus C bar is A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. That means here we have to show that the cross product follows right distributively with respect to vector addition. The cross product follows right distributive law with respect to vector addition. This is vector addition. With respect to vector addition, cross product follows distributivity. That is to be proved here. For the given vectors, we have to prove this one. For that, let us consider the sum of the two vectors and cross product with A bar at first. To get LHS here, let us consider B bar plus C bar. Adding the vectors both B bar and C bar, we get B1 plus C1i plus B2 plus C2j plus B3 plus C3k. Adding these two vectors B and C. Now taking the cross product, A bar cross B bar plus C bar, taking the cross product with A bar, that means A1i plus A2j plus A3k, that is obtained by the determinant ijk. The components of A bar are A1, A2, A3. The components of B bar plus C bar is B1 plus C1, B2 plus C2, B3 plus C3. Okay. This is okay. This determinant may be written as by determinant properties I, J, K. A1, A2, A3. B1, B2, B3. Plus, by determinant properties, you can write it as I, J, K. A1, A2, A3. There is no change in first two rows. The third row may be written as C1, C2, C3. By the properties of the determinants, that determinant may be written as determinant of I, J, K. A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 plus I, J, K. A1, A2, A3, C1, C2, C3. These two are determinants, not matrices to add corresponding elements. These are determinants. Once you evaluate this determinant and evaluate this determinant, sum of these two values equal to this value. Determinant is a value, not arrangement to add corresponding elements. That should be observed here. So properties by properties of the determinant. This determinant can be expressed as sum of two determinants like this. So this determinant is clearly given by, this is related to components of A bar, this is related to components of B bar. Hence, you can write it as A bar cross B bar. The pre-multiplier is A bar, post-multiplier is B bar, clearly. Similarly here, plus A bar cross C bar itself. Because the pre-multiplier is A bar, because the second row is A1, A2, A3, and post-multiplier is C bar, because the third row in the determinant is C1, C2, C3. Hence, you can write the determinant as A bar cross B bar. You can write this determinant as A bar cross C bar. Therefore, A bar cross B bar plus C bar is same to that of A bar cross B bar plus A bar cross C bar. This is very simple way of showing this result. By using determinant properties, you can straight away prove that the cross product follows distributivity with respect to vector addition. Otherwise, you can evaluate this determinant, find the LHS part value. Similarly, find A cross B, that means the determinant. A cross C, the determinant. Adding these two, evaluation and adding these two, we get the same determinant. LHS and RHS are equal in that case. So by evaluation of the determinants straight away, you can show that LHS equal to RHS. That is one more procedure. Instead of going through the properties of determinant, straight away you can evaluate this determinant individually. You can take this one as this, evaluate this determinant. You can take A cross C as this, evaluate the determinant. Sum of the two determinants is equal to this, the value of this determinant. You can show in such a way also. That is the general way. This is a little bit different procedure. Next one. Eighth one. If either A bar is 0 bar, if either A bar is 0 bar or B bar is 0 bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0 bar. Is the converse true? Converse true. Is the converse true? Justify your answer with an example. Justify your answer with an example. With an example. Okay. Either A bar is 0 or B bar is 0, then A bar cross B bar is clearly 0. Is the converse true? Justify your answer with an example. Okay. If A bar is 0 bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0 bar cross B bar is 0 bar. Out of the cross product, if any vector is 0 bar, then cross product is 0. Similarly, if B bar is 0 bar also, then A bar cross B bar is A bar cross 0 bar is 0 bar itself. In both the cases, once A bar is 0 or B bar is 0, certainly A bar cross B bar is 0 bar. Therefore, either A bar is 0 bar or B bar is 0 bar, then A bar cross B bar is 0 bar itself. Follows. This is clear. But the converse. That is, A bar cross B bar is 0 bar implies. Of course, implied. Once the cross product is 0 bar, then that implies A bar may be 0 bar or B bar may be 0 bar, or one more condition is A bar is parallel to B bar. Parallel vectors cross product is always 0. So the third condition also follows. Once A bar cross B bar equal to 0 bar, either this follows or this follows. So the vectors need not be 0 vectors, because once they are parallel vectors also, the cross product is 0 bar. So if A bar is parallel to B bar also, A bar cross B bar may be equal to 0 bar. Non-zero vectors and parallel vectors, then A bar cross B bar equal to 0 bar. So A bar may be parallel to B bar, A bar may be parallel to B bar. For example, of course, for example, if A bar is some I plus j minus k and B bar is some 2i plus 2j minus 2k, then mod A bar is not equal to 0, mod B bar is not equal to 0, but A bar cross B bar is here I j k 1 1 minus 1 2 2 minus 2 is clearly y into minus 2 plus 2 minus j into minus 2 plus 2 j plus k into 2 minus 2, clearly 0i 0j 0k. Okay, that is 0 bar. Even though that A bar and B bar are non-zero, their cross product may be 0 bar. That follows. You can take any such two vectors, non-zero vectors, provided that A bar is parallel to B bar, then the cross product is clearly 0. Here I am taking parallel vectors. Parallel vectors means I am multiplying a bar with a constant clearly, sum 2. Or you can take 3 minus 3 like that. You can take example, any example of parallel vectors. So converse of a bar cross b bar equal to 0 bar implies a bar 0 bar or b bar 0 bar may not follows. Ninth problem. Find the area of triangle. This is one important problem. Find the area of the triangle with vertices A1 1 2, B2 3 5, C 1 5 5 using vectorial method. Find the area of triangle with vertices A1 1 2, B2 3 5, C is 1 1 5 using vectorial method, of course, not three-dimensional method, vectorial method. In vectorial method, area of the triangle. To get the area of the triangle here, let us consider the co-initial vectors obtained by the sides of the triangle. Here AB bar, AC bar. Delta equal to area of the triangle is given by half modulus of AB bar cross AC bar. This is the formula. This is the formula for us. So, to get the area of the triangle, at first find AB bar and AC bar here. Or you can take BC bar, BA bar, or CA bar, CB bar, like that. So, A is 1 1 2 here implies OA bar, its position vector is I plus J plus 2K. B is the point 2 3 5 implies its position vector is 2I plus 3J plus 5K. C is 1 5 5 implies OC bar equal to I plus 5J plus 5K itself. The position vectors of the given points or vertices are respectively OA bar, OB bar, OC bar. Now, vector OB bar, AB bar. Vector AB bar is OB bar minus OA bar in terms of the position vector of vectors. The vector AB bar may be written as position vector of tile minus position vector of head. OB minus OA. OB minus OA gives us I plus 2J plus 3K. This is AB bar. And similarly AC bar. Position vector of C minus position vector of A. C minus A gives us I minus I 0. 0I. 5J minus J, that gives us 4J. 5K minus 2K, that gives us 3K. This is AC bar. Now to get area, find therefore AB bar cross AC bar initially, the cross product of these two vectors, that is obtained by the determinant I, J, K. Here pre-multiplier components are 1, 2, 3. Post multiplier components are 0, 4, 3. On evaluation of this determinant, 6 minus 12I minus 3 minus 0 J plus 4 minus 0 k. That gives us minus 6i minus 3j plus 4k is AB bar cross AC bar, the vector obtained by the cross product of both AB and AC. Now area. To get area, now area of triangle. Triangle ABC is delta equal to half modulus of AB bar cross AC bar, modulus of that vector. Okay, that is 1 by 2 into square root of 36 plus 9 plus 16. Adding, we get 45, 61. Totally 61. Root 61 by 2 square units, because it is the area. Square units. To get the area of triangle, at first initially find AB bar and AC bar, taking the modulus by 2 gives us the area of triangle. The area of triangle. Next one. These are all problems related to exercise 10.4. Based on cross product. The exercise is 10.4, problems in 10.4. Next one. Tenth problem. Find the area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by the vectors, A bar equal to I minus j plus 3k and B bar equal to 2i minus 7j plus k. Okay. Find the area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are determined by the vectors. A bar is I minus j plus 3k and B bar is 2i minus 7j plus k. The adjacent sides of the parallelogram are given here. With the help of adjacent sides of the parallelogram, the area of the parallelogram. Let us suppose the adjacent sides are A bar and B bar here. Let AB bar equal to A bar. Let ABCD is a parallelogram such that AB bar equal to A bar is I minus j plus 3k. AD bar is B bar, that is 2i minus 7j plus k. B adjacent sides. Now area of the parallelogram. ABCD is given by modulus of AB bar cross AD bar itself that is modulus of A bar cross B bar itself. A bar cross B bar. So initially find A bar cross B bar to get its magnitude. Here A bar cross B bar is obtained by the determinant I, J, K, 1, minus 1, 3, 2, minus 7, 1. That is minus 1 plus 21 I on evaluation of the determinant, minus of 1 minus 6 J. This is minus 7 plus 2 K. On evaluation of the determinant, the vector A bar cross B bar is 20I plus 5J minus 5K itself. I can take 5 as common, so 4I plus J minus K. Now area of required area of the parallelogram. Therefore, area of parallelogram is modulus of A bar cross B bar. That is modulus of 5 into 4I plus J minus K, the vector. Modulus of 5 is 5 itself. Modulus of this vector is square root of 16 plus 1 plus 1. 5 root 18 square units gives us the area of the parallelogram. Both 9th and 10th are important to the board exam. Finding of the area of parallelogram and finding of the area of the triangle given the vertices. These are the two adjacent sides. So that's why I am taking A bar as A bar, AD bar as B bar itself. This one is known as A cross B. A cross B is known as vector area of parallelogram. Vector area different from area. The magnitude of vector area gives us area. Next, 11th bit. Let the vectors A bar and B bar be such that modulus of A bar equal to 3, modulus of B bar equal to root 2 by 3. Then A bar cross B bar, the vector A bar cross B bar is a unit vector if the angle between A bar and B bar is, if the angle between A bar and B bar is. The given options are pi by 6, pi by 4, third one is pi by 3, fourth one is pi by 2. The vectors A bar and B bar are such that magnitude of A bar is 3, magnitude of B bar is root 2 by 3. And the vector A cross B, the vector obtained by the cross product of both A and B, is a unit vector. That is our given data. Then we have to find the angle between both A bar and B bar. Once A cross B is a unit vector, then you have to find the angle between A bar and B bar. Given mod A bar is 3, mod B bar is root 2 by 3, and modulus of A bar cross B bar is 1, since it is a unit vector. Now angle between A bar comma B bar is theta equal to, by using cross product, the angle between the two vectors formula is sine inverse of modulus of A bar cross B bar by modulus of A bar modulus of B bar itself. Sine inverse of modulus of A bar cross B bar by mod A bar mod B bar. Sine inverse gives us the angle between the vectors A bar and B bar. In terms of dot product, it is cos inverse of A bar dot B bar by modulus of A bar modulus of B bar. So either this or pi minus that one or pi minus. You can take both, of course based on cross B bar by mod A bar mod B bar. Theta may be taken like this or this. So hence therefore theta equal to here sine inverse of modulus of A bar cross B bar is 1, mod A bar is 3, mod B bar is root 2 by 3, or pi minus of sine inverse of that value, 3 into root 2 by 3. So once you take this one, sine inverse 1 by root 2 or pi minus sine inverse 1 by root 2 itself. This is pi by 4 or 3 pi by 4 is the angle between A bar and B bar. Here the acute angle is pi by 4. This is the formula for finding the angle between A bar and B bar based on the cross product. Next, 12th one. Area of rectangle. Area of rectangle having vertices. A, B, C and D with position vectors. Minus I plus 1 by 2j plus 4k, comma I plus 1 by 2j plus 4k, comma I minus 1 by 2j plus 4k and minus I plus 1 by 2j plus 4k respectively is area of rectangle having vertices A, B, C, D whose position vectors are given. The position vectors of the vertices are given here. Based on the position vectors of the vertices of rectangle, you have to find the rectangle. The problem itself, it is given as rectangle, such that the position vectors are given as OA bar, OB bar, OC bar, OD bar. Minus 1, 1 by 2, 4a. This is 1, 1 by 2, 4. Of course, this is 1, minus 1 by 2, 4. This is minus 1, minus 1 by 2, 4. Then area. To get this area here, given here, OA bar, position vector of A is minus I plus 1 by 2j plus 4k. OB bar is I plus 1 by 2j plus 4k. OC bar is I minus 1 by 2j plus 4k itself. OD bar is minus I minus 1 by 2j plus 4k. Be the position vectors of the vertices. So find adjacent sides AB bar, that is OB bar minus OA bar. OB minus OA is 2i, that is 0j, 0k. AD bar, the adjacent side, D minus A. D minus A is 0i plus j, of course, minus j. This is 0. This is 2i, this is minus j. The area of rectangle ABCD is nothing but, rectangle is also a parallelogram itself, a special case of parallelogram. So you can apply the formula of parallelogram to get the area of a rectangle. So area of rectangle is, rectangle ABCD is modulus of AB bar cross AD bar. The formula related to the parallelogram whose adjacent sides are AB bar and AD bar itself, because the rectangle is also one kind of parallelogram itself, so that you can use the formula related to the parallelogram itself. So area of rectangle ABCD is obtained by modulus of AB bar cross AD. Here, that is, of course, straight away you can write it as AB bar is 2r, cross AD bar is minus j, that is minus 2, taking 2 into minus 1, minus 2, with modulus that I am taking minus 2, with modulus of I cross j itself. That is, this is 2 of course, modulus of minus 2. This is modulus of k itself, because I cross j is k. Modulus of k is 1. So hence 2 square units is the area of a rectangle. 2 square units is the area of the rectangle whose vertices are given. You can apply the same formula as if in the case of parallelogram. You can able to find the area of rectangle. Next problem. This is also one important problem, of course. If A bar equal to 3i plus j plus 4k, B bar equal to I minus j plus k represents diagonal vectors of parallelogram, a parallelogram, then its area. Once the diagonal vectors of a parallelogram are given, area of the parallelogram. So let us suppose this is our parallelogram. This is A bar, of course this is B bar. Once diagonals are given, area of the parallelogram. So area of parallelogram for given diagonal vectors, is A bar and B bar is equal to half to that of modulus of A bar cross B bar. Already given this formula. Area of the parallelogram for given, of course, for given diagonals. for given diagonals. Diagonal vectors A bar and B bar equal to half modulus of A bar cross B bar. So find A bar cross B bar here. That is I, J, K. 3, 1, 4. 1 minus 1, 1. Which is 1 plus 4, 5i. 3 minus 4, minus 1. So plus j. Minus 3 minus 1, minus 4k. This is A bar cross B bar. Once evaluation of A bar and B bar with the help of the determinant, the obtained vector. Now required area. Now required area equal to half modulus of that A bar cross B bar. 5i plus j minus 4k itself. That is half into square root of course 25 plus 1 square is 1 minus 4 square is 16. Half into 26 plus 16, 42. Root 42 itself. Root 42 square units. Okay. Otherwise, you can write it as 21 by 2 square units. 21 by 2 under root square units. Once diagonals of the parallelogram are given, you can able to find the area. Adjacent sides of the parallelogram are given. Just that is modulus of cross product of the adjacent sides gives us the area. You can observe the difference between once the diagonals are given and adjacent sides of the parallelogram are given.